Zlatan fact. Zlatan once caught a cold. It was never seen again. Welcome back to another episode of Let's Play AC Milan in Football Manager 2021, and I picked today's game because we have a few things that I want to show. First off, the transfer window have closed, and we also seen the Champions League draw. So let's start with the Champions League draws we got in this group with Atletico, Lyon and Club Brugge. I feel like this is a group where we definitely have a chance on maybe not first place, but maybe we have, but at least going through to the next round. Looking at all the groups, you have United and PSG in the same group, you have Juve and City, and you have Bayern and Inter, you have Barcelona and Porto, you have Liverpool and Dortmund and Lazio, Chelsea, Ajax, Benfica, Real Madrid, Leverkusen, and so on. But before we get into the transfer window, let's quickly talk about today's game. And we're up against Cagliari. Right now, 15th place might not sound scary, but of course we only played one round this far. And last season, for quite a long time during the season, they were fighting for a spot in Europe. And actually, if you go back and look at the schedule from last season, they were one of a very few teams that managed to beat us in the league. So last time we faced off against them away, we lost. Now, today, we're going to face off away against them today, and hopefully we can do better, because, yeah, as you know, we didn't get a good start in the first episode. So let's take a look at the transfers that have happened since last episode. Of course, most transfers was in the last episode, but now the transfer window have closed, and we done a few more since last episode. Well, as you might remember from last episode, Calabria turned down Real Madrid. He was even angry with me for accepting an offer from them. And then Lazio came along and made an offer, and he didn't mind joining them. And we got some really good money for him, 35 mil. Like, Calabria is not bad. It's not like I wanted to get rid of him. You just feel like 35 mil for him, it's a really good deal. We already have the replacement in place, because we signed him, because I thought the Real Madrid thing was going to be a done deal. My goal is, of course, Theo Hernandez going to be our first choice in this position. And then we're going to rotate this very promising youth prospect for the Serie games. And then I did another signing. I hadn't planned on doing this signing, and I probably got a little bit overexcited, and I most definitely paid too much. But hey, this is Football Manager, let's have some fun. So I signed Nicolo Zaniolo from Roma. And yeah, I paid 45 mil, and 45 mil, well, maybe a little bit of overkill, but it did happen. Yes, it did. And I actually got a very good payment plan, so we only paid like half of that up front, and the rest is a payment plan. But he is so very promising. Look at these stats at 22, and he still have about 2 seasons more where he can develop. And he hasn't reached his full potential. So I'm just hoping, like, if he continues developing, he could become one of the best right side wingers in the world. And he's already very good. So hopefully we won't regret that. But yeah, he was Italian, he was very young, and I kind of couldn't, I kind of got too excited. But we still have very good finances, because every player I sold, we got a pretty decent amount for them. And for the players I signed, I often had like some sort of a payment plan, didn't pay everything up front. So we still have a decent chunk of money left for the future. Who knows what happens in January, for example. So this is the way we're going to start the game, nothing special, doing my normal rotations. And of course this will be the first game for Zaniolo. It's also the first game where the starting young Gravenberch was another big young signing this summer. We need to bounce back, because the draw at home in the first game just wasn't good enough. Can't afford to lose more points. And by the way, talking transfers, last season, as you may know, I did some great deals in mine. We got Milik, we got Gagliardini, and we barely paid anything at all for them. And we also, we did some really good deals in my mind. But we have the expectation from the board to sign players under 21. And all these guys were over. Not 21, but 22. But all these guys was, of course, over 22. So they were actually furious with me not following that goal for the club. And that's one of the reasons where I really, really only focused on youngsters for this season and really trying to get players that were like 21 or younger, even though that's a halftime whistle and a very boring first half. It is just like the first game. We're dominating everything, but we don't seem to be hitting the target very often. So we're going to point some fingers. We're going to tell them that we're not pleased. We're also going to go to the drawing board, and I feel like that we may want to change a few things. And what I want to change is I want us to work it into the box. So we really, since we are missing the target so often, we're going to get a little bit closer. Now, of course, I haven't done some heavy research. It could be the reason that we are getting blocked and so on. But yeah, let's try this. And we see a free kick for Cagliari. Oof. That was dangerous. And we are at 21-4. Well, we just don't get any highlights. This is not great. Not great at all. We tried 2 strikers last game, and I think we're going to try it again. Gravenberg's still lacking match fitness and is really tired right now. We're going to remove him, and we're going to bring on Ibrahimovic. And yeah, you could stay like that. And other than him, Hauge is actually one of the few that have been playing well. But he's also really tired, so we're going to remove him and bring on Liao. But still nothing at all. I'm not sure. Look at this, 25 shots, not a single highlight. So we're going to, just like last game, we're going to go very attacking. And just like last game, we are going to go a little bit crazy. We are going to roll, like that, and like that, and then like, when we bring in Musacchio. 3 defenders, this is crazy attacking. We are gambling a bit, but we need to start getting chances. This is just not good enough. The clock ticks on, 3 minutes of extra time, and this is more or less a replay of the first game. Look at the amount of chances we created, but not a single highlight. I'm not sure, because last season, one thing we did well, we were always scoring. We were scoring more or less every game. We conceded a few too many to my liking, but we were always scoring, and now it has stopped. I need to go back to the drawing board for the next game, see what we can come up with. This is not the start we wanted. We are the reigning champions right now. We don't feel like the champions that could defend our title. We need to improve drastically. But maybe we could blame the preseason. So many games got cancelled, so a lot of our players are lacking match sharpness. Maybe it will come in a few more games, but I'm not sure if we have that time. But that's it for this episode. As always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.